device on here. So let's go ahead and get the chip ready, which is our 61GG. And I believe we just got some not too long ago. So we should have some already prepped. Oh, I was going to say... Let's see, can we, without having to reball? So the way these things have been coming from our Mobile Centrics, which is the supplier we use, they haven't been coming pretty good at all. So we've had to we've had to reball these, because you see this is garbage here. The way these guys reball these, I do not like it. You barely get any solder underneath this, like literally hardly any solder. Hardly any solder whatsoever. So I'm going to try soldering it on just like that. But one of the things I'm going to try doing, though, it's actually tinning these pads. Adding a little bit of solder to these pads as well. I see that as being like the only way, potentially, that this will work. Because it's not enough solder. Hello, adorable. Where is this? We're in Fort Worth. Fort Worth, Texas. That's where we're at. Do a dog? What do you mean do a dog? What for? Hello from Germany. Well, hello from Texas. Oh, this is someone else's stream. This is not my stream. Why am I reading someone else's chat? This is not my stream whatsoever. Did TikTok decide not to stream no more for me? Suppose I'm still live, but yet I'm reading someone else's chat. That is not my chat. Somehow my chat, I don't know, it must have ended or something. I'm not sure what happened with my chat for TikTok, but it's back up now. It is back up. Or at least I like to think it's back up. I'm not able to see the actual stream itself on TikTok. Checking right now on my phone. With an open container. It shows I am live. Yeah, I'm live. I'm live. I am live on the TikToks. Alrighty, let's continue with this, y'all. Some of these pins are not adhering to the solder. Or the solder's not adhering to the pads. Why? I don't know. I think I got them all now. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and solder the replacement chip. Again, pin number 1 is top right. They have very small amounts of, and I'm not showing you under the microscope. That's my fault. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. Alright, so this here is the chip, Southbridge chip that we're going to be soldering. Pin number 1 is top right. As you can see, it's not soldered correctly, or it's not reballed correctly, straight from Mobile Centrics. So one of the things I do is I like to add, basically tinning up all these pads, making sure there's a little bit of solder to them. And now I'm going to put this right on top of it. Actually, I forgot something. We need to add a small layer of flux, because what we want is these pins to actually adhere to that. So we added a little bit of flux here, and we're going to use a Q-tip to spread that flux throughout all the pins. We don't need a lot, we just need a small layer for now. We'll come back and add more afterwards when we're flowing it in place. For now, it's just a small layer of flux. Okay. Small layer of flux. Pin number 1 is top right. How do I know this? Because of the arrow over here. And then we're going to align this accordingly. Okay. That is accordingly aligned. Well, it was. There you go. Let me move my fume extractor temporarily. I'm going to make sure that this is aligned accordingly. Ah! Ooh, my ship just fell as I moved it to the side. Okay. Okay, I think that should. May. I just need to move the bottom part a little bit more to the right. Or this way. But otherwise, I think. Ooh. Okay, that kind of looks good. Move that a little bit that way. Okay, I think we got it. It is aligned accordingly. And now we're going to use 920 degrees Fahrenheit, but we're going to lower our airflow till about 75%. We're just going to heat it up from the bottom. What we want is for it to just tack on, just adhere to the solder on the actual pads. I don't like that. I saw some solder squeezage over here. I don't like that at all. Let me go ahead and reflow it in place. Maybe it'll. I don't know if this is going to work, y'all. We're going to try it. Okay. Solder it on. I'm going to let that cool off real quick. And the solder to solidify. Fort Worth TV, Marcus X4. Appreciate you joining the live. You fix TVs here in the Fort Worth area? We get a lot of people asking about TVs, but we've yet to find someone reputable to refer them to. If you fix TVs and you own a shop, you have to own a shop. It can't be from your house. We can certainly send some business your way, man. If you got a Google page, send it our way, and we'll check out your reviews and send any TV repair requests your way. We're looking for someone to be able to send some business to them regarding TVs, because I don't like TVs and I don't work on TVs. But if you need business, I'm not even asking for a percentage. I'll just send them your way. I just need someone that's reputable, though. Someone that's got some skill sets to them. I think I'm gonna have to remove this chip, y'all, because I think it's too low to the ground. I can't see those. I cannot see the actual pads at all. That's why I don't like them being with not enough solder. I do not like that. See, they're supposed to be like that. At the other end, they're all squeezed. No, I'm not saying it's not going to work. I'm going to try it out still. I don't know if it's going to work. It may be like a no power issue or something. Let me go ahead and blow out the flux off of this. And then clean it out. We're going to do that by using our air compressor. Air compressor. If you're watching on TikTok, you've yet come into the live. What's holding you back from learning a thing or two, huh? What is holding you back? Just go ahead and tap into the screen. Come on. You know, just tap the screen twice. Tap, tap, tap. Doesn't hurt. Get some more views in here. I'm not going to reflow it. Right now, I'm just trying to melt the flux so that it comes out of the from underneath the chip. It does cause interference, so which is why we need to take out all that flux from underneath the actual chip itself. That was not flux that came out. That was the alcohol we just used to clean it. So I was removing the alcohol from there. That way when I heat it up, we know that it's just flux coming out. Well, not heat it up, but warm it up to a point where the flux loosens and we can blow it out. I'm hoping this is gonna work, but with the way the solder balls come from the place we order on them, I doubt that it's going to work. I feel like we're going to have to reball the chip. So, do we do warranty on hard drive replacements? They have this. This is the same warranty. It's 60-day warranty. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Do you think this thing's gonna power on? I don't think it's gonna power on because I felt like that one side was too smushed together. So I don't think it's gonna work. But I could be wrong. Yeah, it's not. It doesn't even power on now. Yeah, I kind of figured that was gonna happen. I figured that was gonna happen. And that's because of how these chips come from Mobile Centrics. I need to find a different supplier to get these chips that actually not do the solder reball. I don't like when people do the solder reball. That's the reason why uh, you don't get the right size solder balls on the chip. It's when they use uh, solder mask or solder paste. I don't like solder paste whatsoever. All right, so we're just gonna remove this. So we're just gonna what we're gonna do is reball it. Basically, this chip is still good. It just needs to be reballed with the right size solder balls. Okay, we got it. Let's remove this solder from here. board is prepped. Put that aside real quick. Let's get the chip prepped as well, and then we're going to reball it. Does it work? You are with me, baby boy. You want to eat? Go tell mom. Yep. All right, let me get my reball. 61 GG. 60. 61 GG. Yes, baby boy. Go. I told you, go tell mom. Yes. What's up? Okay. I didn't know this moved. It's not supposed to twist. We don't have a way to test this, unfortunately. That has to be connected to the console that it's synced to in order for it to be tested. We don't have a way to test these controllers. They shouldn't be twisting it in the first place. Why are they twisting it? That should not be twisted. It's not meant to be twisted. Let's just put it that way. It's meant to just play like that. It's not meant for it to be twisted. He's not supposed to be twisting it. So why are they twisting it in the first place? I'll be right there. Hello. How are y'all doing? Doing all right.
No, so did that piece replaced? Is that I don't know.
The analog stick was. That's what was requested for the due to the drifting. Now this is not a part of it, and it's not meant to be twisted. It's just meant to play with it and that way. But no, the joystick itself wasn't. The analog stick was, which is the part that was replaced.
So I'm aware of the fact that it's not meant to be twisted, but I was testing it here because on the other controller that was never broken, it's unable to be twisted.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is that whenever I'm using it normally, it will randomly get twisted, causing splitting in the joystick that's leading to drift.
Okay.
So the issue is that it's possible for it to be twisted.
And that would be correct. Now, the way they worded the ticket here, it's for analog stick drift replacement, not the joystick replacement. We can certainly replace the joystick as well, but that wasn't a part of it, and we didn't order that part. We only ordered the actual analog stick for it to be replaced. If you still encounter drift issue, you do have warranty. We would only charge the additional cost for only the joystick itself, not the analog stick, if that makes sense. Which is a couple of dollars, to be honest. It's not very much for this to be ordered. But yeah, we can order that. We don't have a way of testing it though. It has to be tested on your VR, on your headset, in order to test to see if it's drifting or not. Y'all stay far away from here.
Yeah, but that's all right. we can, yeah, like you can go home and play with it, and then if we need to, I could call y'all and ask for the.
Well, let me see something real quick. Let me see if I can replace that for you real quick, okay?
Okay.
Give me just a second.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Which one are you doing? Oh, yeah. I'm hoping to have the little Joy-Con stick for that because we didn't order it, and I don't know. Okay, I think maybe we can use that one. See, these are meant for Quest 2, which I believe they also work for the Oculus Quest 3. Well, it's not gonna work. There we go. Alrighty. So I had some that were meant for the Oculus Quest 2, but they're the same. Those are the old one, and I put a new one on there for you. So you try spinning it, you shouldn't be able to spin it no more. And don't worry about the cost.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah, have a good one, okay? Alrighty, let's get back to what we were doing here. Let's forgot to add some flux to the actual chip. Hi. Udish. Hello. We got welcome, Udish. And Udish says the controller joystick is not smooth. It feels stiff and not as smooth as it should be. Is there a problem with it? Yes. It's broken. If it's not smooth, that means the internal mechanisms potentially are broken within your controller with the analog stick. But it also depends on what joysticks you're referencing. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and put those on. We need some solder balls here. I believe it's going to be, there you go, 45. That's what we used last time, and that is what we're going to use this time. 45 millimeter. You're okay, baby boy? Okay. Okay, we got almost every single pad except for a few stragglers here. We're just gonna move them over. There you go. We got all the solder balls. We're gonna remove all the rest of the solder balls completely away from here. It looks like I may have accidentally bumped a couple of them off over here. All right, I don't see any out of place. Yep, there's one right here. Where did it go? Did I seriously do that? Did I mess? Sure did. All right, yeah. Sorry if I miss your messages. I'm just concentrating on this real quick. Oh, I need to make sure that I do this correctly. All right, need to see. Do I have any stragglers hanging around? I don't see any. If y'all see any, please let me know. Please let me know if y'all see any, but I don't see any. Nope, I do not see any. Okay, this is ready for me to reflow. Yo, hope you're doing well. Hey, by the way, I wanted to ask if you can make some arts for your channel. No, it's okay. I have ChatGPT to do those for me. I don't need any arts of any sorts. I can have ChatGPT make me some random ones if I need. I just haven't had time to ask ChatGPT to do them for me. All right, let's go ahead and flow these into place. Okay. We've removed it off the magnet. We're gonna heat this up real quick. There we go. And now we can go ahead and increase a little bit our heat to about 80%. I'm gonna add some flux. And then we're gonna flow it in place. Make these solder balls look pretty. Okay. We're gonna let that solidify. The solder balls look pretty. Add my Discord. No, thank you. You're waiting on me, or are you gonna keep waiting? Yeah, block that person and ban them. I don't want them on my chat. I hate it when they keep trying to sell me their whatever they want to sell me, arts and whatnot. That's all Twitch keeps sending me. I don't want people selling me stuff. I feel like those are scammers of sorts, to be honest, on Twitch. Alrighty, we got this out the way. Let's go ahead and clean our tool here real quick. I forgot to clean it last time, so make sure we remove any flux residue, any solder ball still there. Okay. Cleaned. Let's clean our actual stencil as well. Okay. Stencil's clean, and let's put it up. I'll show you what the solder balls should look like compared to how I received them. Alright, so right now it's just cleaning the chip itself. Alright, so this is what this is supposed to be looking like, y'all. Oh. Got some, not sure if you guys can see that, but you see those solder balls, how they look, how they're sticking out? That is exactly how these solder balls are supposed to look like whenever they get reballed onto a chip. just like that. Not a small layer of solder. They're big enough where they're going to actually touch against the actual pads. The way they do them over at this manufacturer is they use a stencil, but what they do is they slap on some solder paste and they just flow that in place, which makes a small pad for it, but or a solder ball, but it's not enough to tack on to the to the motherboard. So we made our own. We had to reball it. So this is gonna work. This is ready for us to just flow in place. We're just gonna add some flux. Same process we did before. Same process we did before, but this time we know it's gonna be successful. I'm gonna add a small layer of flux on here. The small layer of flux is just so that when we flow it in place, it stays in place. It actually, it'll actually tack on. Pin number 1 again is top right. And now we could actually squeeze it down a little bit. And if we go in here and try to look at how the solder balls look, there you go. That is exactly where they need to be. And that'll flow into place. And I won't just look at that, I will also look at this side over here as well. That looks good. And we'll look, well, you get the gist. Now we're just going to go ahead and flow it in place. We're going to lower our airflow. Go down to about 80% for now. And then we'll increase it back up afterwards. So for now, we just want it to tack on. Bless you. Alright, that should have already tacked it on, meaning some of that solder should have melted. Yeah, some of it's melted already and tacked on, but it's not fully soldered on. To fully solder it on, and I could do that by also tapping it right now, it's not moving. To fully solder it on, I am going to add flux all the way around. And let's increase our airflow. And I do max airflow. Max airflow, 900 degrees Fahrenheit. You'll see this, the chip, it'll shift, it'll move. There you go. It just did its move. It just did its move, and now what I'm going to do is just give it a little tap, a little love tap. It's not moving. I need it to move. There you go. Give it a little love tap. That's all that needs to be done. And now this thing should be soldered on, and I should be able to see the pads just like that. That's what I love seeing right there, y'all. Those pads are visible. Let's take a look on these other end. Pins are visible, pads are visible. That's what I'm looking for. That's what this chip's supposed to look like. That is perfect. Now this side, it's a bit questionable actually. I'm gonna clear it out with some with my air compressor real quick. I'm gonna let it solidify first, and then I'm gonna warm it up a tad bit, and then blow out all that flux from there, so we can clean it up. Meanwhile, while we wait, I'm gonna go ahead and just start cleaning the external with some IPA, my brush. All right, and now what we can do, let's warm up the chip. Basically not the chip itself, but we're warming up the flux. Warming up the flux so it can come out from underneath the chip. It causes interference. We want the entirety of the chip. I mean, the entirety of the flux, if possible, to come out. Alrighty. Do this again. There's probably gonna be some alcohol underneath it. Let's clean that alcohol. We want the flux to come out, so I'm trying to remove all that alcohol first. There's no more alcohol. What happened to my... Okay, let's warm it up again. I think we probably got it all. Let's just see if there's any more alcohol. There is. Okay. That is done. Let's check to see underneath the chip to see if we see any more flux, which in this case I do not. Originally this was questionable, but without the flux gone, it looks good. Alrighty, let's test. This thing should be turning on now. Now, whether it'll do the same error code that it was doing before, I don't know. We're about to find out right now. What's the cloth you're using to clean the board? I'm using Kimtech. They're called Kimtech wipes. Kimtech. So Kimtech wipes is what I'm using. What temperature did you use with airflow? Airflow temperature, I use 900 degrees Fahrenheit. Is this live? Yes, it is live. I'm sorry, I just hadn't seen your comment. It is live. It is not the video or pre-recorded video. It's actual live. All right, let's go ahead and test this real quick. This should now be powering on with the hopes that it's not shutting down. And if it's still shutting down, I don't know what else it can be, to be honest, because everything else points out to it being the South Bridge. And I wouldn't know what else it could be. All right, power cable's on. Give it a few seconds. Okay, it is powering on, y'all. It is powering on. We got a white light. It still did the same thing, though. It still did the same thing. It still did the 3 beeps. Beep, 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 as it's overheating, but why it's overheating, I'm not too sure why it's over. The temperature sensor. I need to see what temperature sensor chip it is. So it's not the South Bridge, although it says it's the South Bridge. The log does. I'm going to get any sort of display. Did it even attempt to power on this time? I unplugged the ribbon cable, thinking maybe the ribbon cable could be also an issue. Oh, there it is. I'm seeing. But it shut back down. I don't know what the temperature sensor is going to be for the PlayStation 5. I got the schematics and board view, but nowhere on there does it say temp sensor. So let me see. Let's see. Can we? So we just did the Southbridge chip right now. Did the Southbridge chip, but I don't see anything in here with temp. Reprogram BIOS chip and install it again. But why? The BIOS chip, it's not, usually it doesn't require for it to be reprogrammed. So the error message has nothing to do with. Let me show you exactly what the error message shows. It's not has nothing to do with the BIOS. I've encountered the 3 beeps. The 3 beeps usually ends up being that it's the as soon as you plug it in, it'll beep 3 times, and that would be a corrupted BIOS, which will require for us to reprogram the BIOS. But that's as soon as you plug it in and you get the 3 beeps. In this scenario, it's trying to turn on and it displays briefly, and then it shuts down. So it's not a corrupted BIOS. This is not a corrupted BIOS. It's not the reason why it's doing the 3 beeps. There has to be a temperature sensor chip that's bad, and I don't know what that chip is. Yeah, I keep getting the same exact error message. Let me clear the log. Usually if you clear the log, it's empty now. Try to power it on right now. It'll go beep, beep, beep. Of course, I don't have anything currently. I don't have anything currently like the clamp, the heat sink clamp. Alright, gotta get a blue light. Turns white. It's going to beep. And now we have that error log right there. Error log, thermal shutdown, local sensor 2, which I don't know what sensor that is. Problem with the temperature sensor on the LED board. Okay, so the LED board, which is usually the LED that powers on, check the flex cable, which we've done. We've also unplugged it and left it unplugged. That's a 3.3 volt rail for that ribbon cable. So usually if there's a short circuit with that specific board, you could just unplug the ribbon cable, the flex cable, and it should power on just fine, which is what we did, but it still does the same thing. If error happens without the flex cable LED board, connect the south with the LED board connected. The south bridge is probably faulty. Name of the faulty line: thermistor 2 LED, and it gives me the line. However, when looking at the schematics, I'm not able to locate that line, and I did replace the south bridge because this thing is again it's educated. Yes, the south bridge itself, it says it could be a faulty south bridge, so we went ahead and replaced the south bridge, but it's still doing the same thing. Check storage near the dial-out chip. Retimer chip? No, it wouldn't be the retimer on this one. At least I don't believe it would be the retimer. It says on there what it should be, which is the sensor chip, but it's one of those things where you're second guessing yourself as to what it can be. I wish I could have better documentation as far as being able to tell what chip actually is the sensor chip for the EDM020 model. That's the dialogue chip that's being referenced. And these are the SSD chips. And controller chip is on the opposite side, of course, underneath this here. I don't see a controller chip anywhere near here, unless this is it here, but that looks good. Let me check with my multimeter. But if that were to be the case, we would have had probably a no power instead of a 3 beeps where it attempts to turn on and then it doesn't. This is new. I've never had this issue before, y'all. It's new. I've had the 3 beeps before, but the 3 beeps I've had before, it's where it's the actual BIOS chip. It's corrupted, which all you have to do, it's literally... The hell, this thing is not... My multimeter is frozen. Okay, there we go. We got power. Still have my power cable still plugged in, which is why it's beeping. Let me remove this off of here real quick, so I can get properly, proper reads. I'm like, why is this thing beeping? It shouldn't be beeping. It still had power. Now, bear in mind, this was a bug-infested console. So I'm sure I'm going to do another once over. You know what? Hold on. Let me see something here. Yeah, see this crap over here? That's what it is. Literal crap. Roach crap. I thought maybe I saw something here, but no, that's just, it looks like some thermal. Is thermal paste? The thermal putty? Looks like thermal paste, but I think they use thermal putty. Hold on. You know what I just noticed? Did they put like thermal putty on this thing? Bro, this is thermal paste, bro. This is not even... It's not...
all the thermal on my hands whenever I was doing the console.
Bro, this is thermal paste, not thermal putty. That can certainly cause issues. Somebody put thermal paste on this shit. This is supposed to be thermal putty. That could probably explain it, maybe. I don't know. That's supposed to be thermal putty, and they put thermal paste on here. Whoever worked on it before. Now, if this is the problem, I don't know. I don't think it is, but... I'm going to remove all this thermal paste they put here. And we're going to put some thermal putty. We are the second shop that's looking into this, by the way. Customer did tell us that they took it somewhere to some other shop and that they replaced the power supply. And yeah, I'm like, I have no idea how this power supply has anything to do with the 3 beeps. But yeah, that's what they end up doing. And I'm guessing they also put some thermal putty. And the thermal putty is only on the chips at the bottom because everything else has the actual thermal putty. I mean, the thermal paste is only on the chips at the top for RAM and the SSDs. So I'm going to go ahead and get some thermal putty real quick. Well, get a motherboard that has thermal putty and take it off of that and put it where we need it. Give me a second. Let me get the right motherboard that actually has. This one doesn't have very much. Alright, we got plenty of thermal putty now. We're going to go ahead and put it on here. Sorry, y'all. You guys can't even see what I'm doing here. I'm just adding thermal putty to these chips. Super Tech, this is Leo. How can I help you? Oh, they hung up. They didn't want to talk to me. Who's funny? Now, I don't believe this is the problem. I think that we're trying to use as potentially as a solution with some thermal paste, but I don't believe this is going to be the actual problem. This could be potentially a waste of time. Alrighty, I am now going to check to see if potentially in one of the discords I follow, maybe someone's encountered this issue before. That could be a possibility. I don't know. If you're hitting that heart, appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much for hitting those like buttons on those likes in our TikTok. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. I'm going to my Discord real quick. Let me see if maybe someone's encountered thermos. What is it called? The error log said it was the thermistor. Thermistor, that's what it's called. Has anybody found that? You see, we kill a thermistor channel on the board. Let's see, ain't no MP4 fast relief. I don't know what that's talking about. I was back on 2023. That wouldn't be it. Thermo, PS5, temperature. Temperature for melting lava. Nope, that's not. Nothing's coming up, y'all. I don't know what chip on this board. It's literally the temperature or the temperature sensor chip or the thermistor chip. And how to check. You know what? I can probe around and see if maybe I, come across a faulty area of sorts. Black probe on ground. .36. Okay, that's 1.6. We know it's not going to be any of those. 1.9. 2.3. 1.2. Nope. And this is the encoder back here, or at least under the encoder chip. That shows to be correct. I think the next thing I'll check is probably fuses. Let me remove the UART. We already got the log, so we don't need UART. Okay. Two 2.5. 2.6. Okay. One point 9. I'm wondering if this is the temperature right here, to be honest. Near the South Bridge. I don't know what this chip is, and if I look at it on the thing, what does it say it is? It does not say what it is. It says YXJ0402. Let me look up this chip real quick. I'll remember to find some sort of lettering on this thing. It says T250 EEG3. Look it up. T250 EEG3. Doesn't come up at all. Which is commonly as 250 hertz, possibly a model golf club. What? A golf club? It ain't no damn golf club. Components. Time 250 and signal component is nope. N11165. Almost certainly not a MOSFET. Okay. Designator, Sony boards, a PlayStation 5. A mode choke EMI filter. Looks like it may be an EMI filter of sorts. You have extra Panasonic IC. Panasonic for the... Which Panasonic are you referencing? Talking about the encoder? Yes, for HDMI. I think I have a couple of them. All right, looks like that is what it is. So the location and behavior board status showing thermistor 2 LED indicator and one is most likely a dual thermistor array, not an ESD filter. So it's an internal arrangement. Okay, so let me go ahead and replace that, y'all. So according to I'm using AI, by the way. I've never had this before, so I'm using AI, and according to what AI is telling me, this chip there was known as the thermistor underscore 2. And how would it know that? That indicates it being likely a dual thermistor array, not an ESD filter. Is it an internal arrangement? It's probably pin 1 ground, which let's check here. Pin 1 ground. Which one would be pin 1? Pin 1 ground, pin 3 ground. So 2 of these pins should be ground, and then the other one should not. Yes, baby boy. So this is one of this. These 2 are ground, and these 2 are not, which is accurate. So this chip here potentially could be bad. So let's replace that chip. I don't know if it's bad. I'm just, at this point, I'm willing to try just about anything, to be honest. We're going to remove this chip real quick. Okay. All right, let me grab a donor board real quick so I can get it off of that. An EDM 020. Excuse me. Oh, careful, baby boy. Okay, we're gonna remove it off of this one. I'm sorry, I didn't even put you guys under the scope. Alrighty. Move that to the side. And let's go ahead and put the chip on. Alrighty. Chip is soldered on. Let's test. If this doesn't fix it, I'm gonna call it there, y'all. I'm gonna have to do more research, and I'm gonna call this one as a Dunzo. Something that I do not have the knowledge of repairing, because it's not that it's overheating. Usually the 3 beeps would be that it's overheating, but in this case, that's not what's happening. It is and it's not. It's the temperature sensor itself. It's not registering, I guess, the temperature on. Let me clean this real quick. I'm going to clean the liquid metal, reapply it real quick, just in case. I'm just going to clean the liquid metal, reapply it as well. Okay. Clean liquid metal, reapply the liquid metal. Yes, baby boy. Feel like this needs a little bit more liquid metal. There we go. Okay, liquid metal, it's reapplied. As you can see, there's no dry spots anywhere on there. Let's do the same thing with the heatsink here. So doctor, yeah, we have a couple, man. I think we just ordered a couple a couple of days ago. Let me see. Do I have any more? We usually carry at least 4. Oh, I just dropped something. Yes, we have 2. We have 2 encoders currently in inventory. I need to place an order for a couple of more. If you're needing one, man, feel free to stop by. Yes, baby boy. What? All right. Same thing with the heatsink. Reapplied it. I'm just trying to cover all my dot on my I's and cross your T's type scenario. This time I'm going to put this on as well, just to avoid that's overheating due to it being this. Usually it takes a while for it to overheat even without this. So And the reason I did that is because if it doesn't work, that's it for this one. We're going to call it because it's taking quite a bit of time actually on a single repair. All right. You guys will hear the beep beep if it happens. Oh, sorry about that. You guys can't even see my face. You guys will hear it. I'm going to put the microphone there. Okay. Still did it, y'all. It still did it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This thing says that it could potentially be. Yes, baby boy. Your cars are over here, Isaiah. I know I can't just give up on this one. I looked at the chip right now. Let me just show you real quick. Well, actually, looking at Discord. Let me show you here real quick. I was looking. It says that chip right there is the thermal underscore 2 slash resistor, etc. There's some components that are right underneath that. Two components actually. With these two components right underneath it. So if I were to go to scope, it would be these two components here. Now I don't see anything wrong with them. Can I get your car? Which car? Which car you want? You show me. What car? You got 4 cars right there. You don't want those cars? Which car? Show me. Which one? Where is it? This one? Okay, go get it. Go. Go, go, go. Get up. There's no car underneath there, baby boy. Oh, there is one. Okay, I can get it for you, but I need you to move. Let me look for something. Hold on. Yes, I'll get it for you. Give me a second. I'll use this. Move. Okay. Well, quit throwing it on. Quit throwing it underneath there. You hear me? Ah, it did not work. Oh yeah. Okay. There it is. Don't throw your car in there no more. Don't throw it underneath there no more, okay? Alright, sorry about that. So we replace the component that says it's the temperature, whatever, or thermistor. Actually, that's what it says. It's called thermistor. The thermistor underscore 2 LED indicates it's most likely dual thermistor array, not an ESD filter. So it's a thermistor array, which is what we just got through replacing. And line net 1530 and net 1529. 1530 and 1529, both of those are temperature sense lines. And then if I were to look at temperature sense lines 1530, which is that one, it's going to both of these components next to it. And then this one is going to these two. And then from here, where do they go? So if I click that, does it go anywhere else? I don't see that it's going anywhere else. What about this one? No, this is probably ground. Sure is. What? What?
Where do you put the?
Just put them in that pile of broken controllers. That's ground, which goes to the south bridge. We've already replaced the south bridge, so we know the issue is not the south bridge, and it goes to this one here as well. And that one goes nowhere else. And then that one, it just leads back to these south bridge and these. So you know what? I've already replaced this one here. I'm going to go ahead and replace these 4 as well. What the hell? What do I have to lose, y'all? It says 4, but it's only 2. There's no component. There's no component here. So it'll have to be these 3 here. Nothing, I don't see anything wrong with these components, though. But nevertheless, let's just get them removed. We're just going to remove them real quick and get them replaced. I just want this thing to stop doing that. And if that does the same thing again, then I don't know what else it can be. Honestly, I don't know what else it can be. We're going based off the error log that's being provided by UART. Okay. Yes, baby boy. Alrighty. They are all replaced. Anything to do with that line has been replaced with the thermist to whatever line. The south bridge, those two components, those three other or four other components, they have been replaced. So we replaced a total of 5 chips. If it still does the 3 beeps, then more than likely it probably may be the BIOS. I don't like reprogramming BIOS though. Let's put these back on here. Liquid metal still good. Stay. This will probably be the last, definitely for this time. Last time I take it apart. That's too much time. It's one of the things where you don't want to give up, but You got no other choice but to give up. Yeah, I think this is it for me. Let's hope. Oh yeah. Did you really hit me with the car, baby boy? Yes, you did. You hit me with the car. Oh, sorry, y'all. I forgot to change. Forgot to change it. All right, we're powering it on now. Hello, Ace. There we go again. Still did the 3 beeps. We replaced all components that has to do with the thermist. Yes. Okay. I don't know if he's gonna reply back. Still does the same thing, y'all. So it's not that. More than likely, it may be that BIOS. I am so disappointed. I am so disappointed, y'all. Why not? You know what? Why not run the thermal camera? That is a good idea. I actually, I didn't think outside the box. But I've already added a lot of heat to this, so. That is a very good idea. Let's see what's getting hot. That's normal. You get normal heat signatures, y'all. You get heat signatures evenly spread across the RAM. Heat signatures over here, the dialogues, and then this regulator. So it's not getting abnormal readings anywhere. They're just evenly. See what's over here though. What is this? Oh, that's another voltage regulator as well. Thought maybe I saw something, but no. You're hungry, Isaiah? Have you told mom? Was that a no? Nope. I'm disappointed. I don't know. I think we're gonna leave this one for later. I'm gonna have to do some brainstorming on this one because the three beeps. I know it has to do with temperature. However, with the temperature chip, if it's not the one that it gave, which is the ones we replaced, then which one is it? I'm gonna have to hold off on this one. I don't want to call it just yet because I really want to figure that one out. Really want to figure it out, but we have a couple of repairs we got to get done today. We have a couple of repairs we got to get done today. I got a PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, 3, so it'll be 4 o'clock. You can take care of those. I need to figure out what's going on with this laptop over here. And I need to call the customer on that other laptop as well. This one received some sort of liquid damage, which is why it's not powering on. So I need to take this motherboard out. But nevertheless, I need to call the customer for this one, though. Because I need to find out whether he wants to replace the hard drive or not. Check the back side of the board with a thermal.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
Yes, this is Leo with Rosales Super Tech. Am I speaking here with Steven?
Yes.
Hey, Mr. Steven. I'm actually just calling you with regards to your laptop. Been working on it since yesterday and worked on it a little bit today this morning. Running a software called Tron, which validates to see if you've got any sort of vulnerabilities, which you did. Had a few. However, that still did not fix the slowness on your laptop. The slowness is basically coming that you're running a Windows operating system, which Windows 11, on a 500 gig old school disk type hard drive. That's not meant to be ran on a hard drive. It's meant to be ran on SSD or higher in order for you to get maximum performance. And if you run in a hard drive, it's disk based, it's just going to be running very sluggish, very slow, unfortunately. The recommended option, if you want to get, it won't be very fast speeds because you still have a CPU that's processing or processor on it. It's not fairly high performance, but it can increase the speed of what you navigate your windows whenever you're utilizing it, and that's with us upgrading you from a hard drive to an SSD.
Okay.
If we did that, it would be just an additional $40 for the SSD itself.
Okay.
On top of the diagnostics.
Okay, and how much is in total?
You're looking at it being, let me see, right now I think it's at 150. So you're looking at 190 being the total cost of repair.
Okay.
With the part cost being additional on the SSD. That's if you decide you want to utilize this laptop.
Okay. So my question is to you: is it worth it?
I don't know what this laptop is worth. I haven't looked up the price of the laptop. We don't ever look up the prices of laptop that we're repairing unless we're buying the actual laptop. As far as whether it's worth it, it's solely up to the customer if they want to continue using this laptop or not. I personally wouldn't spend any more than potentially 150 to 160 on it, in my opinion. Which what I can do for you, it's on the labor side of things and diagnostics, probably discount to you $20. But that'll still put you roughly at about 160 for the repair, or 160 to 170 with taxes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, we can do that for now. I'll do that for now then.
Okay.
I decide to get rid of it or not.
All right, I'll go ahead and get you upgraded. Now, is there any information you need off of this laptop, or are you okay? We did a fresh install along with Windows since it's a new storage device that we're going to put on there, or do you want that to carry over?
Do you think it'd be easier to carry it over or harder?
It's more difficult because if we carry it over, we have to clone it, meaning we have to move all your data from one hard drive to the SSD and then get it installed versus I just remove your existing hard drive and then move it over to put the new one in there and just installing Windows 11. That would be a lot easier to do versus having to clone it and then put the new SSD onto your motherboard. But again, we'll do whatever you want us to do.
Okay, I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Could any of that stuff carry a virus?
If there is any, it would carry it over. I did run Tron, and it did remove 2 vulnerabilities. I ran it twice. Both times each time it found 2. I ran it again the third time, and it didn't find anything anymore as far as any sort of a malware or virus of any sorts. However, I don't know if there could be anything else underlying there that it did not capture, or has been hidden or masked as being or a legit application or file when it may not be.
Okay. I'm kind of hard to choose here. I really want to just start all over, but I do want to kind of keep some stuff that's on there, but I don't really know what stuff. So I might just have to do away with all of it. Because I don't really use the laptop anyway. I haven't been using it in some years, so.
Okay.
I guess we can go ahead and start fresh.
Start fresh, okay. We'll get in to get that process started today. I'll try to have it done by the end of the day, since we are closed on Sunday and then we reopen on Monday.
Okay.
But I can't guarantee you how long it's going to take because with a new installation, we have to install Windows, but we also have to update all drivers. All drivers for your laptop, and that's usually what takes the longest. It's just the drivers. So if they all finish today, then it'll be done today. If not, it'll be done. It'll be ready by Monday.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Wait, you guys open on Monday?
We do open Monday. Yes.
Oh yeah, you do say somebody's open on Monday. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Alrighty.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you as well. Bye.
Bye.
Where's Isaiah? No, he didn't. What you doing, baby boy? What are you trying to do? What are you doing? Come on, let's go. Were you trying to use the restroom? Did you poop? Did you pee pee? What are you doing to this? Why you flipping it around? Are you washing your hands? Okay, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Quit lifting it. And you just stop. Stop. Let's go. There's no paper towels. There is no paper towels. Yes, we do. Let's go. Careful. Go, go, go. Take your toy. Come on, Isaiah. Let's get you some paper towels. Here. Dry your hands. Dry your hands. Alrighty, y'all. I am back. This laptop is a laptop that got peed on. It got peed on by the customer's pet. Customer says it's a dog. I accidentally started taking it apart and took it apart without gloves on. This happened a couple of days ago in a stream, and I was almost gagging to a point where I almost threw up. Literally. Because the smell was horrendous. It's not powering on. I don't know what's underneath this motherboard, but this thing is not powering on. It has no battery. Has no power whatsoever. And I am sure it's probably going to be some sort of component on the opposite end that's causing some sort of a short circuit due to liquid damage. Of course, because of the pet. Pet peed on it. So, let's see what we find here. I can already smell this. I can smell it. I can smell this, the smell for this one. Oh, man. I don't like it. I don't like the smell. It smells bad. It smells really bad. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Let's look under the microscope, y'all. W stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see. Where did this P go? There's some right there. You see, it went there. Motherboard doesn't look that bad, to be honest. It has a smell to it, but it doesn't look that bad. Huh? Yeah, below the 90% market, or not market, but the 90% rating that it needs to be. What is it doing for him?
Save mode.
Oh,
Update thing.
it should still update, even at 89% though. All right, so the majority of the P, I think, it landed up at the top here. I don't even know if this is still P. Yeah, it is. No. No, we found the problem. We found the problems. No power. This has no power because the dog pee on top of the board. Right there. All that is corrosion, yo. All that is corrosion. Why does the screen looks bad for y'all though? I think it's more so the scope. Yeah, I can't make it any better. That's the reason why it's not powering on, y'all. Is this area right there? Potentially this area as well, but it's not as bad. Maybe that cap right there. Definitely looks discolored. But that right there may be the main reason why. Let's go ahead and clean that up real quick. All right, so we cleared all the corrosion that it had. That component right there looks bad. All right. We know the area that was impacted was this side or right over here the most. I'm not going to change any components. However, I'm going to go ahead and put this motherboard back together because it looks like the back side was actually probably fine. Only the top side was the one that was impacted the most. So if I need to work on it, I'll be able to work on it again at the top. So I'm going to put this back together. I need to inject some voltage in here to see if it'll power on for us. Let me clean this piss that's on this side of this board, of this thing, though. We would hate to fix it, and then there's still pee here. This thing stinks, though. It has a really bad smell. Person said it was a cat. I mean, a dog. But to me, it smells like cat piss, which stinks really, really bad. But who knows? Maybe it was their dog that peed on it. Maybe it was the dog. Okay. Got it. We got it. What? What, baby boy? You are with me, baby boy. You are with me, Isaiah. You're with me always. You are always with Puppy. Alrighty, let's take a look here. Grab power cable real quick. Still get nothing. No signs of life. Power. I do have power plugged in. Back here. Let me remove that real quick. I'm gonna unplug this because I think this I need to put it underneath. Maybe. I want to be able to test. I need to be able to test this, but with this in the way, it's kind of difficult. No matter what, this ribbon cable is going to be in the way. No matter what, that ribbon cable is going to be in the way. So the only thing I can do is move it out of the way. There we go. Move the ribbon cable temporarily out of the way. Okay. So for now, we got that plugged in right there. I need to see if we got voltage coming in. I need to touch ground over here. That should be ground, and this should be voltage. We got 19 volts coming in. Now the area that was impacted though was over here, which is where I believe the issue is. Hey, good game. What are y'all doing?
I did it one.
Hello, hello, hello. How are you going? bro?
How you doing? Good.
Doing good.
Good. We went out to eat some seafood boil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, let's go to see my brother to see what he's doing.
Yeah, I should plan stuff like that, like on a Sunday and shit, so we can all go. Whenever y'all go out to eat and stuff, family events.
This is just me and Richard. Richard stay missing me all the time.
Yeah. We do like Saturdays every
I
once in a while.
I had plans last weekend, so he hit me up early this week. He was like, "We're gonna go out to eat on Saturday."
He missed us. Hasn't seen us in 2 weeks.
Yeah, Richard se pierde. He gets lost. He gets lost.
I tripped on the blanket.
It's been a minute, hasn't it? Didn't you say you had some stuff you had to sell too?
I do. I'm gonna see your stuff right now. Just to see. I might use your restroom.
Yeah. I see that I'm not getting any voltage on this half of the motherboard. I have voltage on this side. We got 19 volts there. Mm-hmm.
So with this, with the X button,
Okay.
this is something that we repaired. Now it's doing this. It's not connected, right?
What do you mean?
This is now not like registering for him. This is not under that warranty, or is it under warranty? This is what we repaired, and
I think it's all one ribbon cable, so yes, it would be under warranty if it's not registering. Because all that, this entire pad includes that button as well. So yes, it would be under warranty.
it would be under warranty.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can write it down for warranty.
Yeah, if it's within the period of time, yes. Hmm?
It's not. It is registering, but when he presses it, even if he lets it go, it's still like the game is still registering. Like he's still pressing it. That's still under that warranty or no?
Yeah, well, the entire pad is all, it's all part of it, so we just have to order him a new part. All right, so I think I found the problem, y'all. So that half I have power, this half I do not. The issue is actually, let me show you actually. I forgot I wasn't even on scope. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did not. Let me zoom out a little bit. So this component here, due to the liquid damage, this component, it's like halfway gone. I believe it's a resistor. Not sure what component it is, to be honest. This component here is like that entire thing is gone. Oh, it's not even making contact no more. I barely pushed it and that thing just broke off. So this component here is just not doing anything here. That pad is actually entirely gone. It's just because I'm zoomed in quite a bit. So that pad is actually completely gone. So I'm gonna have to restore that trace. Oh, and now it went flying. Barely even touched it. Where did it go? Where did that component go? Damn. Touched it and it went flying to the ninth dimension. I think I found it, maybe. Oh, nope. It went flying off even. I'll have to find the schematics to try to locate this component here. But yeah, I believe that component there is what's causing the issue for us. Yeah, bro, go. Go check out what we got in inventory. What are you talking about? That's a 1X player, and then you're looking at the Asus ROG Ally, but it's the Z1 Extreme Edition. And then that one, its price is negotiable. I got it for $450. People can negotiate up to $400. The 900, that one's non-negotiable. I got too much in it. That one's a 1X player. That thing sells for about $1,100 or so. I'm trying to get rid of it quickly, so put it for $900. It's also a handheld that you're able to do a lot. It's best if you just look it up.
Is it a legend?
No. You mean Legion? No, it's not a Legion. No. No, we have a Legion actually. We bought one the other day.
A Legion?
I believe so. We bought one the other day. It's not up there for sale yet, but yeah. Oh, it's a Steam Deck actually. Another Steam Deck. Thought we bought a Legion as well, but I don't. I don't have a Legion. I thought I did.
Yeah, the Legion. There's like a Legion Gold 2 or something like that.
Oh yeah. No, I don't have a Legion, bro. All right, so I need to find out what component that is, but let me look up this motherboard though, because I need to get the schematic so I can find out what component that is, because I do not know, and that thing flew off somewhere else. Model OP5H. 0P5H or OP5H? OP5H. OP5H. Let me remove. Let me see. There it is. That's the motherboard I'm looking for, dude. See if I can find it real quick. EA. Oh. When? Today? You bought it today? Show it to me. For reals? I'm gonna have to go look at it. I'm gonna have to go look at it. Huh? No, it's not that I'm not believing it. It's just that I'm surprised somebody came and actually sold it. Wow. You gonna put it on the eBay? Yeah? No, okay.
He said he was gonna take it to someone else and was gonna sell it for 400.
Who's gonna sell it for 400?
I had to go give him an offer and he was like, I'll leave you.
Oh, someone else was gonna offer him 400?
That's why he had it. He came in with a PlayStation 5, which is there.
And
then he was just asking. He was asking me.
Oh, he sold us a PlayStation 5 as well, or he was looking to get it fixed? Okay.
He left it with us, and then he was asking if we buy stuff. I said yes. He's like, do you guys buy laptops? I said yes. He's like, how about a MacBook?
Is it locked? Y'all made sure it doesn't have a cloud account?
It was completely reset. He was on the way to go sell it to another gentleman
Oh.
for $400. I think I was like, no, I can offer you, which was just 5. And he was like, oh, okay.
Oh.
So he said that he works in like pallets, so he gets stuff like this a lot. He bought it for 200 at his job, and then he has consoles as well and like portables. And
He can bring those to sell.
He got like a good conversation about Angelica and us, so I feel like he's gonna come back. He said he was gonna come back
I hope he does.
and sell more stuff.
I really hope he does. All right, I believe I may have found potentially the schematics for the laptop, this laptop I'm working on right now. Yo, how's it going, DJ? What's up, bud? And, I have a PS5 fan. Get super loud. We have a PlayStation 5. It gets super loud and shuts off. And I hope this is not a new issue because I just had one of those today, to be honest. The fan doesn't get super loud. Well, maybe it does because I don't have the fan plugged in though. But it overheats. It gets the 3 beeps. After a few seconds, it just goes beep, beep, beep. It beeps. So in my scenario, I've yet to figure out what the problem is. Now, in your scenario, the things I would recommend you take a look at is if you already reapplied the liquid metal, check your heatsink, make sure it's not actually detached. That heatsink, it's supposed to be welded on. It's supposed to be welded on. And if that doesn't do it, I'd recommend pulling UART, see what code you get. The code I kept getting was, let me see if I still have it pulled up. The code I kept getting was, and this is in UART, of course, thermal shutdown, local sensor 2, problem with temperature sensor on LED. Oh, try unplugging the ribbon cable for the light and then turn it on, see if you still get the same symptoms. If you don't, then that means either the ribbon cable or that board for the front for that light could potentially be bad. This is if it's the old gen, the first generation of PlayStation 5s. If it's a Slim, they don't have that ribbon cable that goes around it. So, of course, you won't be able to unplug that. But if it's the older one and it has that ribbon cable, unplug that. I know you won't be able to see the lights, but see if you still get the same symptoms with the fan fast spinning and the console overheating. And if so, that means you've got some sort of a short circuit on that board or on the ribbon cable. If that doesn't work, again, check your heatsink. Make sure your heatsink is actually attached and not loose. There's been scenarios where the APU is not making contact with the heatsink, and that's because the heatsink looked like it's there, but it's just loose. It's no longer making contact with the metal shield. So I'd recommend checking that, of course. And just making sure that you don't have any dry spots on the die of the main motherboard, of course, the APU and or the heatsink itself. UART. UART is it's I'm pulling up my document. So UART is basically, it's a universal synchronous receiver transmitter. And basically, you're able to pull the logs off of Southbridge, and it gives you an error code. That error code tells you potentially what the problem may be for that PlayStation 5. Go to this website. Let me show you real quick. Go to this website here. Go to that website right there. I'm not sure if you can see it on the screen. That's the website right there. FortexFix.com PS5_UART. That allows you to pull the logs you can't see. I'm zooming it up for you. That way you can see the the URL. Hopefully you're able to see it there. Can you see the URL? Let me just copy it and paste it. So that right there is the it's UART. It's what you call UART. That website can help you. Now you have to learn how to connect the wires. Of course, you need to get this device here. I forgot what it's called, but I have several. Actually, I have several. I was planning on selling it, but you can get it on Amazon. I got this off of Amazon, and I have 3 wires. It doesn't matter what color the wires are. I just chose red, green, and brown. Brown for ground, red for hot voltage, and a data line for green. And then I use this. So you plug this in, and if you look to the right of that website, based on the motherboard that you have, it gives you what the pinout is of what you need, where you need to run those connections. You know, RTX, TX, and ground. Once you do that, you click connect, and then so long as you have your COM ports enabled, you should connect to the PlayStation 5, and then you hit read all errors, and it'll pull all the errors from. So long as you have some sort of a beep where it turns on, you'll see all the errors that PlayStation 5 gives you, which would then allow you to view what the problem is for that PlayStation 5. Do you need any hardware for it? Just this. This is all you need. You just need, this is the only hardware, and the software, you can use the website I just showed you. But as far as hardware, this is all you need. You don't need anything else besides this. Honestly, I was planning on selling some kits for this. I was planning on selling some kits, which I bought a whole bunch. I got a whole bunch in the back. If you're willing to wait, whenever you guys send me another device, I'll send one with the wires along with it for you. There's no programming that's required. You just need to make sure that you're on 3 volts. So it's got 3 pins here. You just need to make sure you move that tab and move it over 3 volts. Not 5 volts, but 3 volts. You want to do 3 volts, not 5 volts. You do not want to fry the Southbridge chip. But yeah, it gives you the instructions here based on the motherboard version of where to solder these wires here. And then you're able to pull the logs off of the PlayStation. Tells you potentially what the problem may be. So that's that. Alrighty. Yeah, if you don't get one, man, let me know. I can send one for you. I won't charge you for it. I'll send you one of these whenever y'all send another one. What happened? No.
It's cold.
Thank you, though, but no. You're cold? Go outside. Go outside, go run a lap around, and you'll be hot. Oh, man.
Coldness is making me yawn.
It's not even that cold, man. I think it's at 70. Make sure where do we have it at? My wife must have changed it because the front gets hot. So she must have changed it to 68. I moved it back to 70 where it needed to be. I think this is probably one of the things you're not going to miss, the coldness. Well, maybe you may end up missing it. If it's a warehouse and if they don't have AC in there, then you're probably going to be like, man, it's hot. Well, this is for Vision J, so that's the one I need. I think we found the board view, maybe. No, it took me somewhere else. Where's the board view, though? I need the board view. Where's the board view? Board view and schematic attached, but I don't see it. Where is it? Y'all leaving?
Yeah.
All right.
Love you.
Appreciate y'all coming.
Bye, Ruby.
All right, I found it. Yes, baby boy. I think I may have found it. I think I may have found it. Alrighty, so the area I'm looking at is actually right over here. We got those two. Here. Where is it that I am looking at here? Okay. We got this coil there. Is it labeled? I do not have a label, but right above that, we got. No, that's not it. Because. I think it's going to be a little bit closer to this. It's got that chip right there. Yep. And then. Right in that corner. Yep. And then it has that. And it says it's got something next to it as well, but I don't see nothing next to it. And then that's right there. And then there's these two components right there. So that's the right area. So it is going to be not this one, but this one. This is what I need. That is what I need. I need this component. What is this? Bottom. There's a resistor. R0201 SMD. I think I have it. So I do have a resistor. Okay. R201. What values am I looking for here? All right. 499 kilo ohms, so it's R201 plus vent connected to vent located on the bottom side. VC side A, 19 volts. It's 499 kilo ohms. Why?
Just curious. ¿Qué querías comer?
I don't know. I already told you. Find something to eat.
You don't need to spend money, Mom.
I don't need to spend money.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you eating? You already ate?
Sure. Hmm. What I do? Isaiah, close the fridge, please. Isaiah.
Ruby, go get the towels from the towel. You want a hot dog, babe?
Sure, babe. I don't care. Just some food. Got several messages that came through.
I guess you could buy something to eat.
Wow. Got people on the Facebook trending. All right, let's go ahead and grab one of these resistors, y'all. We got one over here that we can use. That's supposed to be a 400 based off of this. The schematics. It's supposed to be 499. Let's see, where is it? It's, right there, 499K. The one I have is 410. I think that would work. I don't have one that's exactly 499. So I'm gonna grab one of these, solder it on to that, and then we'll test to see if it'll work. I don't know if it will, but we're gonna see if it works. That's the only component I noticed that was pretty bad. Let's see if we're able to. I don't know. We're just gonna use our iron. I'm not gonna use hot air to solder that on. We're just gonna use our iron to put it on there. onion looks ugly. Okay. Let's flip our thing around. Okay. That should have taken care of that resistor problem. Now again, that resistor, it's 510 instead of 499. The schematic says this is supposed to be a 499 resistor. Um, it's a 0201 size with ratings of 499. We put 410, which should be, it's just 2.2% higher. And the rating. Let's see what it does now. I don't know. Put this back on. Imagine it just be that single resistor causing this issue. It'd be awesome, in my opinion. Close this ticket out. We get nothing. I get nothing, no lights coming out of that. I see no activity light anywhere. Usually you probably see some lights here. But we get nothing. We get nothing. So let me just reply back to my message on Facebook. See. Alrighty. Let me press the power button. Let me see if it power supply is on. Oh, we're trying to press the power supply. This is the power supply. Nothing. Oh, box.
Okay, your food.
My food, yee! Thank you, babe. Trying to buy y'all. I'm sorry, I haven't changed. I'm bad at streaming, by the way. I lose concentration. I am trying to buy. I'm a huge fan of. I don't know if y'all remember the White Ranger as well as the Green Ranger, the old one. And I am trying to buy this, which is the Green Ranger's knife flutes. Um, but also, huh? But also trying to get this one as well, which is no box. This is just loose. Trying to get both of those for about 200. I don't know if he's gonna go for it, but yeah. This thing has no power still. We put in the resistor. See, does it have voltage at all? Yeah, there's nothing. We've got 3.3 volts on this one. We got 3.3 volts here. Got 17 volts there. 19 volts now. So we have voltage coming here. What about here? We got 19 volts. Yeah, we got 19 volts on that side. So what else can it be? We got the voltage before it was missing. We have voltage coming in. What else can it be? I don't know what else it could be. I do not know what else it can be. Got nothing, so it's not reaching all the way over here, which is why those lights are not coming on. Is there something else that could potentially be short circuit? I'm slowly concentrating on these areas where the liquid spill. I say liquid spill, the pee, the urine spill. I don't see anything else. I am not seeing anything else, y'all. We have voltage coming in all the way to there. 19 volts. I do not know. I'm going to go ahead and end my live there, y'all. I need to eat my food. I'm hungry. I did not achieve much today at all. Not as much as I would have loved to as far as repairs. PlayStation 5. I could not figure out what was going on with it. We replaced multiple components based on what UART was telling us the potential problem could be. This one, we cleaned the corrosion off of this area here. Replaced the capacitor that was, the top portion was completely gone. Cutting voltage from passing through. We replaced it. We get now 19 volts, but something else potentially along this line is still preventing from power to flow that route. I'm having bad luck today. Today it's not the day with liquid damaged devices on no power issues. It sucks, literally. But I'm going to cut my live here real quick. I don't know if I'll come back on because I will be leaving here in the next couple of hours, and I actually want to get some repairs done today. So for those of you that actually joined, I do thank you very much. Otherwise, that's it for me. Peace. Y'all stay blessed. And we will see y'all on the next video. I'll come on if I see something, I don't know, worth coming on for. But otherwise, that's it for the stream.